We got the tickets at Sheffield's Code Blue, and we got them at the concession stand. And when you buy your ticket, you'll get your choice in. You'll go ahead and get your Braves tickets at that time.
Oh, you get the Braves ticket when
we'll
you buy the high school
both,
ticket?
Both of them at the same time.
How'd y'all line that up?
You have to ask Coach Howard.
How'd you line it up where if you go see a high school baseball game, you automatically get into a Braves game?
Well, we got a call back during football season sometime. The coach at Locust Grove, we were already scheduled to play him one time.
Mm-hmm.
And our schedule was full, and he offered the chance for us to come up and play him at SunTrust Park. So I had to maneuver some games around and try to cancel one. We canceled one. I think our home game with Brantley, he was fortunate. I helped him find a game, so we could trade that game out and have this opportunity because that's once in a lifetime for our kids.
Are the boys excited about being on play in SunTrust Park?
They are, and I guess playing Locust Grove adds a little more to it. So,
and what's the date on that again?
April 7th at 1 o'clock.
April 7th. Now, how did the Braves get involved where they're going to get basically a free Braves ticket, right?
Yes, that's it. And I think it's a little – we've been in contact with one of the ticket people up at the office. She's real nice, and like I said, she's been helpful getting the tickets here, and they're going to treat them when we get to the ballpark. We're going to go through. They're going to walk in like a normal major league player will. They'll get to walk down through the locker room and that type thing. So it'll be a good experience for them, and I know they're looking forward to it.
All right.
This is just one of several games that day, right?
Yes, I do know they have a couple more dates that they're doing this too. I think it's ticket promotion type deal that they're trying to do. But like I said, I do know I think there's 3 games a day we play at 1, 4, and 7. And I do know Buford plays at 4 o'clock. So, like I said, I know some of our fans will be wanting to stick around since they're in 5A, and probably sometime in the playoffs they'll be either right there close in the bracket to us or either coming here or us going there.
So we're the first game of the day at 1 o'clock on that Saturday.
That's correct.
Now, these Braves tickets that are free if you go to this game are general admission, right?
That's it.
So they have a general admission section where you can basically sit in any seat in that area, right?
That's right. I know that's one of the questions I got asked is if we buy a ticket to, just say, the Dodgers game, if we buy 10 of them, can we all sit together? The answer is yes, because it's general admission.
General admission area.
They can sit anywhere that's designated.
That's new for SunTrust Park. They didn't have that over at Turner Field, so that's good. Yeah. All right.
And you can also, the day of the game, I called Chet, you can upgrade your ticket.
You can upgrade
it. You can use that one to upgrade it.
Okay. All right.
And seating for the high school game, first come, first served, can seat anywhere?
Yes, that's what I assume. That's what they have said in emails. I know they're still in the process of sending all the specifics about time and that kind of deal. I do know that we'll have a spot for you, Bob, and I think they're going to allow us to take one PA announcer to be able to announce our lineup.
So where's Bob going to be able to broadcast from? Is he going to be up there where the sports radio station does it up there?
I hope so. We're going to do our best to get him up there.
Got to get in the box. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
We're going to need to contact our folks we deal with up there. All right? Go ahead.
So how ticket sales going? Pretty good, I imagine.
We just got them going good this week, and I don't know. According to Facebook, we've had a lot of people contact on our Facebook page, the baseball one, people interested in them. So
and it's 4 games, Braves game they can choose from, right?
Yes, there are 4 they can choose from.
But they go to the game, the Wayne County game in April, and they get the 4 other games they can choose from during the course of the season for the Braves.
Yes, sir.
That's a good deal right there.
And I've been contacted by a couple traveling teams that said they're going to carry their little baseball team to, that'd be 2 trips for Atlanta for their little baseball teams to go. So
that is fantastic.
It's a good opportunity for any group to go.
Yeah.
Talked to a lot of people making plans already to be up there because they're looking forward to it. It should be fun. But again, Coach, off to a good start, 10-3. Got a game tonight against Brunswick. They said they're better than the were when they came earlier in the season. Yeah. So Coach Crawford and Coach Hillman's doing a good job down there with the Pirates. So it should be a fun game.
Yeah, I think they're 11-5 now. So again, anytime you got a game before you're heading into region play next week, you want to win, so you don't have that taste going in next week. But like I said, we are playing well. I think it's starting to come together. Been through some adversity early in the year, and then had some tough outings and some tough losses there on that one weekend. But like I said, these are high school kids, and they're battling each day, and they're improving. If we continue to improve as much as we have in a week and a half, by the end of the regular season, we should be fine-tuned, ready to go.
I talked to you and how the region people do them. State Spurs still struggling, lost 10 in a row. South Effingham and New Hampstead, the only ones with winning records, were struggling. So we should be all right beginning next week. But you never can tell with South Effingham. That's one of the big rivalries in baseball.
tough place to play. I know we got to go there 2 out of 3, and then me and Coach Mullis last night went down and watched them play Glenn and got a little peek of them. And like I said, at the end of the day, they are South Effingham, and when you play somebody in one of those 3-game series, it's important on Monday to try to get into the bullpen and see if you can and get some of their arms to get that pitch count up so they can't bring them up back as they would like to. But like I said, the object going in is to win all 3, but at the end of the day, win the first one and then go for the series win and go for the sweep. That's kind of the mindset we have.
Who won between South Effingham and Glenn?
South Effingham they played twice this week. Up at South Effingham, South Effingham beat Glenn in like 13 innings with a walk-off grand slam, so that was pretty entertaining last night. I know we left before it was over, but it was 7-2 Glenn going into like the 6th inning. So, like I said, it is what it is, and like they're South Effingham at the end of the day, and they're going to be competitive. You see some of the same names they had in those lineups last year. So, like I said, it's going to be a tough place to play up there, but got to keep composure and just play our game.
And Donnie's president of Home Run Club. Again, everybody involved with the baseball program knows how much the Home Run Club does, but it's all volunteer work. It's all ladies in the concession stand at ball games and JV games, and those guys cooking those hamburgers, hot dogs, sausage dogs, and everybody helping out. But it's a great organization, and the program just wouldn't run without it.
Correct. And like I said, it's all volunteer. Been a wonderful turnout this year with the concession stands. We've had different ones in there every time working. Everything goes smooth. And we've had some big nights in the concession stand. We've had some big crowds already. The one Locust Grove was, a lot of people there that night. We had a very good concession stand, and all that helps out. All these people buying our signs and sponsoring us, that's the only way we can make it happen.
And hopefully after this cold weather snap gets out here and temperatures warm up, more and more people come. It's hard to go out there and watch those games in 30 degrees. I look over and see those people bundle up. I'm like, man, that's tough. It was tough over there in Brantley County once the sun went down and got chilly. So, but again, once the weather warms up, bigger crowds will attend. Like I said, state playoffs will be here before you know it. Just got to get through this regular season.
That's right, isn't it? Like I said, it'll be here before you know it. But again, kind of piggyback on the Home Run Club. I've been here 10 years, and the stuff that they've been able to do within our program and the facility inside the locker room, and what the kids walk into every day is something special. And like I said, I've asked for stuff for year after year, and they've always found a way. And that's what it's about, helping the kids and making sure that they're in a program where they feel wanted and they get everything they need to be successful. And that's what goes on here. And like I said, it could not be possible without what the Home Run Club has done over the years, and it's a continuing thing year to year. So it's just decided to be fortunate. I'm fortunate to be in a place where that is the case. So like I said, it's not like this everywhere.
The trip to Atlanta, will they leave that morning, or will they leave the night before? How is that going to work?
Well, I think we're going to leave the night before, kind of late that afternoon. The good thing is, as far as the tickets too, it's on spring break, so it's the Friday, Saturday at the end of our spring break. I guess I always call it Masters weekend. That's the weekend of the Masters, but that is the Saturday that's on. So we'll probably leave that afternoon, because I do know we have to be there at 11 o'clock that morning.
So you can leave on April 6th, and the games are on April 7th.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
And we're going to take our whole program. Our JV guys are going to go too. So I think I'm a big believer in that. We don't have a JV varsity. We don't have middle school. We got a Wayne County baseball program. So. And I'm going to encourage the middle school to take their teams as well, so they can have the opportunity. Possibly those guys get to step on that surface right before the game, and then kind of sit there and watch the game. But like I said, I believe that this is a Wayne County baseball program thing for every kid in our program to have the opportunity to be a part of it.
Looking forward to it. Again, it's been a big part of that schedule all year long. Been looking at it and telling everybody about that trip to SunTrust Park, and I know those kids are excited to be out there on that field. It's going to be something to see. Somebody was talking about it last night. I said, when you go get our age, and they said, how was your high school career? Let me show you. I played at SunTrust
Park. I went to a game last year at SunTrust Park, and it's like they got the highest hill in that area and slapped that ballpark right on top of it. I mean, it's up. Yeah. We stayed at the hotel right down the hill from there, and we're like on the 12th floor. And when you look from SunTrust Park, you're above the hotels. I mean, because you have to walk. Yeah. It's a long walk up to it. And they've got a walkway across the interstate, but it's an easy walk back because you're going downhill.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very, very nice ballpark. And in the Turner Field, they had the museum where you had to go in and pay. Here, everything's open, and you can just walk through there and see the history of the Braves and history of baseball. And at the museum area, if you get time, get there early so you can go through there. There's a lot there. There's a lot of things to do around the stadium, too. It's just not the stadium now. It's got the whole complex around it.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of things going on around there. So it's more than just the SunTrust Park. So once again, why don't you quickly go over how people can go see a Wayne County baseball game at SunTrust Park and get free tickets to a Braves game. Donnie Ray?
Like again, I said earlier, it's April the 7th at 1 p.m. at the SunTrust Park in Atlanta. You purchase one of our tickets, you'll get a Braves ticket free. And the 4 games, I'll mention them again. The 4 games are May the 6th against San Francisco, June the 3rd against Washington Nationals, July the 10th against Toronto Blue Jays, and July the 29th against the Dodgers. We've actually had some alumni from Wayne County call from up around the Atlanta area. Want to know how I can mail them the tickets. So
it's only $8 to go to this game, right?
Yes, sir.
The high school game on April 7th of Wayne County taking on Locust Grove is only $8. So.
Yes.
And so do you expect any, Coach, home runs from our players there at SunTrust Park?
I hope so. I hope it's ours, not theirs. But like I said, it's an experience for these kids to, I guess the one thing we got to do as coaches when we get there, kind of keep the moment real so they don't get too big-eyed when we go in there. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's 90-foot, 60-foot mound.
Yeah, that's the same.
Everything's the same. We just got to play the game.
Further back, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it'll get. Last year, played in a state title game in a kind of a different high school atmosphere. I thought that was totally different than what it is like playing at a regular field as it was in Savannah. But like I said, I expect that kind of crowd. I don't think we'll have any problem. I think we have 2,500 tickets to sell, so I don't think that's going to be a problem being able to sell them. So there is a limit on the tickets. So if you're not one of the first 2,500, then you. Through 2501, there will not be a ticket for you.
Yeah.
So
do y'all get to practice that morning?
We don't.
You don't. So you just get out there and warm up the arms and start at 1 o'clock, right?
Yeah, get after it. So I guess a quality team too. That's the fun part about it. It's not going up there. We're playing somebody that I guess this will be round 5 against.
Now tell us, in case folks don't know, the history of last year with Locust Grove. Okay. This year.
Well, Final Four matchup. Going in, had a draft pick, left-hander, went in and beat him in game 1, turned around and lost to Nolan Chris, who's probably going to be another draft guy going to University of Florida. Actually, he come down here this year, and we beat him at our place in game 1. But I had to go to game 3, and I don't know, it probably took about 5 years off my life, that one game. But I know it went back and forth. Probably one of the greatest games that I've ever seen on TV, been a part of. It was unreal, and like I said, the community support that went up there that weekend, and that's something that's going to be talked about for years and years, and something these kids and members of that team can talk about. But I watched the videos over and over when Kay got the game-winning hit and the way the place just took off. And like
Bob got a little excited.
Yeah,
our meters went off. Our sound meters went off.
That was something special, and then it kind of escalated from there. We got in contact, and they were coming down here to play at Baseball at the Beach, and he wanted to see what our place was about, and I think we gave him everything he thought it was going to be in game 1, and then this worked out so he can kind of have his home game up around Atlanta. But like I said, anywhere we go and you see Locust Grove on the schedule, it's going to be a home game for us too, because people are going to go watch. And like I said, I say it all the time, it's not like that everywhere, and that's why this is a special place to coach baseball. Not only we're fortunate that we're great players, but we've got great fans and a great community that supports it.
Well, you're talking about beating that a player there that's going to that pitcher that's probably going to Florida or Florida State, whatever you said. Wainwright never beat us.
Yeah, I've heard that. So.
Yeah, he never beat us.
Yeah.
I remember when he came over here and pitched against us, and there was all kinds of scouts there with more guns, speed guns as you can think of to see how fast the ball was coming in. But in the years that Wainwright was over there, he never defeated Wayne County.
Yeah.
Of course, I said that to Bob one day, and Bob said, "Do you think he really cares about that as he's making millions at St. Louis?"
I don't think it's something he thinks about. He's got a World Series ring, been in All-Star games. I don't think he worries about that.
Yeah, but we care about it here in Wayne County.
I had a chance after the game the other day to talk to some of the coaches and players at the concession stand when they was leaving from Locust Grove. they're impressed with our team and with our stadium, but they cannot believe the crowd that Wayne County carries to the away games, to the home games. They just couldn't believe it. They talked about that more than anything.
Yeah, especially up there. Taking that many people up there to an out-of-town baseball game.
Yes.
Yeah. But a big event coming up on folks can go up there on April 7th and see the Wayne County Yellow Jacket varsity baseball team play Locust Grove at SunTrust Park. And how do they get the tickets in advance once again?
Okay, they can get them at Code Blue or Sheffield's or any home varsity or JV.
Downtown at the intersection of Cherry and Macon.
Yes, sir.
Or they can get them at Sheffield's across from James E. Bacon.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And we'll also have them at all the home games, varsity and JV. I'll be out there tonight, the JV game with some. But we also, on the 24th, we're going to be at the Dogwood Festival. The kids will be at the Dogwood Festival with a booth set up, selling the tickets.
2,500 tickets, and that's it.
Yes, sir.
So you get to go to a Wayne County baseball team game taking on Locust Grove at SunTrust Park on April 7th. And then you get to go to a Braves game free, and you get to choose from 4 different Braves games throughout the season that you can go to and sit in the general admission section so everybody can sit together.
Yes, sir.
And one other part of that game, Sheffield's is making a special T-shirt for that game, too. They're selling those already. You can order those. Go by Z. Becky, so she's got a special T-shirt for the trip to Atlanta. So
sounds good.
Wear your Wayne County colors. Go by Sheffield's, get that shirt. But you can go by and order it this week and have it ready for the trip to Atlanta.
Okay, sounds good. All right, anything else, gentlemen? Bob, any other questions for...
we'll see you this afternoon down in Brunswick.
Yeah, maybe the saying that's a hold off a little bit. So
take some stuff. Take some stuff to keep those sand nets off. All right, y'all have a good day.
All right, thank you.
105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country, WIFO. More of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment.
Join us for the annual Barbecue for a Cure, benefiting Wayne County's Relay for Life event. The team from Wayne Memorial will be selling Boston butts at $25 a piece, a slab of ribs for $20, or a whole smoked chicken for $10. Tickets are on sale through March 21st. Cash or check is accepted. To secure your tickets today, call 912-530-3118. Buy your tickets for these delicious smoked meats by March 21st. Wayne Memorial Hospital, caring for the community.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you're ready for the weekend. We've got sunny skies moving our way today. Afternoon highs will be in the low to mid-70s. Tonight will be partly cloudy and will drop to about 50 degrees. We'll be mostly sunny tomorrow. A little farther north, a very slim chance of a shower. Otherwise, highs in the mid-70s. And on Sunday, partly cloudy skies to wrap up the weekend. Highs will be in the mid to upper 70s. I'm Georgia meteorologist Laura Huckabee in the GNN Weather Center.
Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. Butch Hubbard here, along with Bob Morgan here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. 16th day of March, St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. It's going to be a wild, crazy scene up there in Savannah tomorrow. And with Vice President Pence coming in, it's really going to be tight.
Why? They said the security's going to be something else.
Really, especially around a 3-block area is what I've heard. A 3-block area where he's mainly going to be will be where the toughest security is at. Once you get outside of that, it should be pretty normal.
People still talk about how tough it was to get into the stadium. The national championship football game with Donald Trump. They said they stood outside the stadium in the freezing rain for hours, and people were just not real happy with that at all. So, but security is going to be as tight as it can for people like that. So just got a
lot of crazy nuts out there that love to take a shot.
Jonathan said it'll be interesting what kind of crowd they get in Savannah this year with all that taking place. But should have still a huge,
Yeah, well, it's not like he's in the parade. He's not been going down the parade. He's going to a certain area. And I know that from the things that I've seen and read and heard, that it's going to be a 3-block area that's really going to be tight security. And, of course, getting them into that area and out of it is one thing. But it's not like it's the entire parade. It's a certain area.
I'm sure there's city of Savannah excited to have him down there. So.
Oh, yeah. It's good to have the vice president come in, and because that's a big event for Savannah. I think it's the second largest, or either first, I think second largest St. Patrick's Day parade in America. And so a lot of folks love to go. So how's your bracket, Bob? Your NCAA tournament?
So far, so good. Lost a few games. I said I didn't have Miami losing, so that's one loss. I didn't have Arizona losing the first round, but I'm sure everybody had Arizona beating Buffalo, so that's not going to hurt me. South Dakota State beat Ohio State. I didn't have that. I mean, I had South Dakota State beating Ohio State, but so I lost that game, and I lost one of the game. What's the other one I lost?
I have no idea. But who are your Final Four once again?
I got Virginia and Gonzaga, and then I got Villanova, Michigan State, and I got Villanova and Virginia winning it all. So that's what I've got.
Okay.
But look at my bracket. I thought I had 4. I only have 3 losses.
Okay.
That's 3 so far.
All right. That's what's good about the basketball when you get into the March Madness and the 64 teams and all that kind of stuff is you've got names in there that you just don't hear much about in football, or if you do hear them in football, they're not powerhouses. It's good that you can have a sport where you can get that national recognition and not have to put a powerhouse football team out there.
It's just fun to watch the buzzer beaters, just like the game last night between. Who was it? The Loyola, Chicago, Miami. Miami had a 1-point lead. Loyola gets the ball with 3 seconds left. They come down and hit a big 3-point shot to win the game. So, I mean, buzzer beaters are something that everybody likes watching. So you see a lot of those in this tournament. Speaking of basketball, Georgia's still looking for their head basketball coach, Thad Matta. Turned him down. So they're going after other candidates. Somebody said that Tubby Smith's name's come up because he got canned at Memphis. The Smart guy, Shaka Smart. They said he'd be good to get because you'd have Kirby Smart coaching football and Shaka Smart coaching basketball. I don't know. Who knows what they're going to do? They'll get somebody, but somebody made a good point to me. They said Thad Matta, when he got canned at Ohio State, he has so much money he gets as long as if he loses all that money if he finds another job. But the part of the clause is he has to be looking for a job. So he just does this to keep the money coming from Ohio State. So that's why he turned down the Georgia job.
Well, someone texted in Tom Crean.
Yeah, Tom Crean, for the former Indiana coach, is the leading candidate this time.
Okay.
I said Tubby just got canned the day that Matta turned it down. So Tubby's, familiar with Georgia. People liked him. The only reason he left because he got millions of dollars more to go to Kentucky, won a national championship at Kentucky. So
he left us not because we let him go.
He went. The story's well documented. Kentucky called and offered him, I think, $1 million more than what Georgia was willing to offer, and Dooley was the AD at the time and said, we just can't match that offer. So Tubby went to Kentucky, won a national title, and then left after that and went to different places. But love to see Tubby come back. But we'll see who they get.
Okay.
But they'll, I'm sure they'll have that person signed, sealed, delivered shortly. Like I said, the guy from Indiana Cream is coming today to interview, but I'm just hoping they go to Tubby. Since Tubby lost the job, like I said, when they were looking for a coach, they didn't know Tubby was getting canned at Memphis. So, but now that he's been canned at Memphis, he'd be a good person to go talk to.
Is it good to get somebody who's been canned? I mean, has his coaching days passed him by?
No, he still wants to coach. Still an excellent coach, good recruiter. I said it'd be fun to have him back.
Okay.
That'd be my choice if I was the AD. Right. I'd be making one phone call to Tubby and telling Tubby to come on back to Georgia. Excellent coach.
Well, it's got to be a reason he was canned, Bob.
He had a winning record.
Yeah. Well.
I don't know. I like Tubby.
You just like Tubby?
Yeah, and Tubby's a good coach.
Okay.
I'd like to see him come back.
Okay. Did I hear correctly that just because Tiger finished second in a tournament last week that he's the favorite in the Masters? Did I hear correctly?
He's not the favorite. Dustin Johnson's still the favorite. His always went, before he finished second, it was like a 60-1 odds in Vegas, and after he finished second, now it's like a 9-1 odds.
So yeah, in this weekend's tournament, yesterday after the first round, he was like 5th or 6th. Right. So he's still playing decent this week. We'll see what happens on Sunday, but maybe he's got his back problems taken care of.
Apparently so. I mean, he's playing well.
Yep.
So he'll make the Masters that much more interesting to watch.
I know the Masters are hoping for that because that'll make their actually it'll help the TV folks really like it because ratings will go up if he's in there playing well.
Ticket sales are up, TV ratings are up, so they're glad to have him back. Just amazing that he's playing as well as he is because most analysts on the Golf Channel told you he'd never be back. Said he'd never play again. So
yeah, well, you just don't know how that back's going to recover. Well, maybe he'll be smart and not go out there and try to train like a Navy SEAL like he was doing. Someone just texted in that Tom Crean is officially the Georgia basketball coach per 24/7. I guess that's a website.
Did they give it to him?
Well, that's what a person just texted in, that Tom Crean is officially the Georgia basketball coach per 24/7, which is a website. So,
well, they must not have got my call then to give it.
Oh Lord! But he's a good basketball coach, right?
It's not as good as Tubby.
He's not as good as Tubby. In Bob Morgan's opinion.
It's just not.
He's just not, huh?
If he was so good, he still beat Indiana.
Yeah, well.
Why are they so enamored with him?
I don't know. I could have no idea. I really don't keep up with. Here's a report right here from the Macon Telegraph saying report UGA expected to hire Tom Crean to coach men's basketball. Dick Vitale says UGA will hire Tom Crean. So apparently now here it says from AJC, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, Georgia hires Tom Crean as basketball coach. So he is the new basketball coach at the University of Georgia, the former Indiana coach, right?
Unless he turns it down like Thad Matta. They the same reports that Thad Matta was going to be the coach. So.
Well, apparently he must have accepted it. Apparently he must have accepted it. Just went offered. But we'll see. They approved, the UGA Athletic Board approved the hire last night.
There you go.
Okay.
I must have missed it this morning. Didn't see it.
Yeah.
So.
There it is. So Tom Crean, the new basketball coach at Georgia.
Wish him well.
We wish him well. Yep. I'd like to have a real good basketball program there at UGA. They're still playing in that old Coliseum, aren't they?
Old Coliseum. That's
it. I mean, that was there when you and I were there.
They used to have rodeos in that place.
Rodeos, yeah, all kinds of stuff in there, yeah. It's a multi-purpose Coliseum, let me tell you. It wasn't just for basketball.
It is amazing the University of Georgia hasn't built a better facility.
I know, after all these years, still that Coliseum. Yeah. Go up there one day as a basketball, go up there another weekend, there's a rodeo, all kinds of stuff.
I know they've done improvements inside the building, but it's still the Coliseum. Like I tell people, if you take a basketball recruit to Athens and say, here's where you're going to play, and you take them to the Dean Dome or the Rupp Arena.
That's no comparison.
I'm saying, where you are. I think I'll take the Dean Dome over that Coliseum. I think I'll play at Rupp Arena.
Yeah. Well, when I was on the track team at the University of Georgia, we used to go into the Coliseum and run the seats.
Steps.
Yeah, run the steps. Run the steps, not the seats, but the steps. Up and down them steps. Up, down. That's quite a workout.
I imagine.
Yeah. Today I probably couldn't even hardly walk from the bottom to the top, more or less run of it. All right, Bob, we're out of time. Once again, tell folks about Wayne County baseball.
Varsity team's in Brunswick tonight. JV team is at home today against Glen Academy. So I just looked at the schedule wrong. So it's Glen Academy today at 6 at Howard Bell Warrenfield JV. Mm-hmm. And the varsity in Brunswick today take on the Pirates. We'll have that game for you at 5:50, 6 o'clock first pitch.
Okay, all right. And the world-famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Mike Bridge Ford in Blackshear by Jessup Premium Stores located out here on the Waycross Highway. And also brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessup just past the Big Red Caboose. All right, 8:30 coming up soon. We're going to give away some free tickets to the Southern Women's Show coming up in Savannah next weekend. And we'll give away those tickets in a little bit. But right now, let's check on the latest news from Fox News Radio.
It doesn't appear to have been shot down. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. A U.S. Army helicopter crashed in Iraq, killing all on board. Fox's Simon Owen monitoring live from London.
Dave, U.S. defense officials telling Fox News 7 service members are dead after a Pave Hawk helicopter crashed in western Iraq near the border with Syria. The Pentagon saying the crash is under investigation, but as of now it does not appear to have been caused by enemy activity. This is the first deadly aviation crash for the U.S. military since efforts to defeat ISIS began in 2014. Dave?
Simon, 2 days ago, a Navy fighter jet crashed during training off Key West in Florida, killing 2 aviators. It's now 6 people dead in the Miami bridge collapse. collapse.
We'll do all that we can to find out how it happened and to make sure something like this never happens again.
Florida International University President Mark Rosenberg. The walkway had just been installed over a road over the weekend. Fox's Evan Brown live in Miami.
Dave, police have now begun a recovery, meaning they don't think anyone else remains alive to be rescued. But recovery will be tricky considering the bridge is not stable. Engineers are working with police.
It's that how are they going to approach this bridge in a tactical way where it doesn't harm the rescuers and at the same time, if in fact that there's victims deceased that are still trapped under there, trying to maintain that integrity.
Miami-Dade Police Detective Alvaro Zabaleta. The bridge was still under construction and was designed to withstand a Category 5 hurricane, Dave.
Eben, 2 days after Democrat Connor Lamb declared victory in Pennsylvania over Republican Rick Saccone, who is yet to